This is Spartan Group Omega. If they want war, we'll give them war.
Serena, situation update, please.
Getting visuals now, Captain.
When you play the original Halo games, an explosion takes up the whole screen. So I'm going to kill a fast-moving purple thing, and it will come at me and die. In Halo Wars, it's going to be a view from 40 feet up, so it's not going to be one explosion, it's going to be 20.
One of the things we want to do with Halo Wars was tell the Halo story, show the Halo universe in a different way, and actually bring strategy game into the console.
In Halo Wars, you get to control everything.
All the grunts and elites and brutes and choppers and ghosts and banshees and all these really cool vehicles, plus a lot of the stuff we've added.
Control heroes, you get to control Spartans, you get to control small armies of Spartans. Everything is under your control in a real-time strategy.
We wanted something that the fans could see the things that they know and love from a different perspective. Spartan jacking is one of the best things in the game. They jump on top of the enemy tanks and they beat the crap out of the tank, they rip off the hatch, they toss out the driver, they hop inside and then they take over that vehicle. And people are used to seeing that from a first-person shooter standpoint, where everything's very large. But we have all that same detail in Halo Wars.
Some of the battles in the game are small, and some of the battles in the game are really big. What's cool about that, at least in the campaign, is that's based on how you play. If you spend more time going to fight the Covenant, you may be dealing with a larger force than if you would have gotten there quicker.
And you get those choices, which is, again, the hallmark of a strategy game. How do I want to build my army out? And by the end, you've got 12 or 15 Scorpion tanks rolling across the landscape, or you could have 40 or 50 Marines. And it's really kind of your choice. But it is a game more focused about combat, which is certainly what the Halo fans will expect. People want to blow stuff up, myself included. It's a console game. Stuff blows up really, really well in Halo Wars, but it is also a game where you have to think.
The new part of this game is, for a lot of people, is actually playing an RTS. In the FPS games, you're just using one single weapon and you one single tactic. In our game, you actually have to employ multiple strategies on the screen at the same time.
You're the general, training units and using those units to accomplish the mission. Commanding your armies, you're commanding your resource gathering or your economy.
You manage resources, which you buy that army with, and you actually use those resources to upgrade and change your army to form a strategy that you will hopefully win with.
There's a lot of different definitions for armies, right? There's like a teched out army, which is maybe not as big an army, but you've spent a lot more of your resources on technologies and things like that, so it's a very powerful army.
And that actually kind of maps into Halo Wars really well, because in our game, the UNSC, the humans, they're the regimented army. But the Covenant, the sort of religious zealots, they can bring a lot more units to the fight, but each of those units is a little bit weaker. Halo Wars is a game about bases. It's a strategy game. I have to have a good base of operations, otherwise I can't field a very good army.
You start with just one unit or a base, and by the end of the game, you've got an army of 240 infantry or 5 Scorpion tanks. Or choose to upgrade them and make your current Scorpions even better. It's a lot of fun to be able to do that.
I'm actually very happy with the way we've been able to represent all the economic decisions in Halo Wars. They're faster, it's easier to do. I'm not managing 75 villagers chopping down trees, but the depth is still there.
We didn't want people digging in the dirt. We felt that was not what a console player really wanted to do. We wanted the focus to be on combat.
It's quick, it's easy to play, but it's very simple. I bounce back to my town, I get the supply pad upgrade, I'm back to the fight.
It's just that long scale look at the actual war. It's not one v many, it's many v many.
It's a fast-paced game. It's an adrenaline rush from the word go, but it has that strategy aspect to it that people haven't seen in the Halo universe before.
Captain's report, February 4th, 2531. 5 years. 5 long years. That's how long it took us to get Harvest back.
Go, go, go!
At first it was going well. Then setback after setback. Loss after loss. Made what was going to be a quick and decisive win into 5 years of hell.
Captain, scans of the northern polar region shows Covenant activity on the surface.
Sergeant Forge, report.
Definitely plenty of bad guys down here, Captain. And they found something in the ice.
This world shall be the birthplace for an invasion fleet beyond imagining.
So, nothing too difficult then?
Captain, we've got company. Hard starboard.
If the Covenant get their hands on these ships, it will mean the end of the war. We'll take our chances here, give humanity some hope.
Your judgment has waited long enough.
Take care of those elites. He's mine.
Am I the only one freaked out by the fact we're inside the planet?
Captain, scans of the northern polar region shows Covenant activity on the surface.
Sergeant Forge, report.
Definitely plenty of bad guys down here, Captain. And they found something in the ice.
Am I the only one freaked out by the fact we're inside the planet?
Captain's report, February 4th, 2531. 5 years. 5 long years. That's how long it took us to get Harvest back.
Go, go, go!
At first it was going well. Then setback after setback. Loss after loss. Made what was going to be a quick and decisive win into 5 years of hell. Of course, that's all Harvest is today. It's hell down there. But now it's ours again.